Welcome to the ElderAbyss show. For talking videos, it's the place to go. Game tips, rants, tactics, and more. What you'll find here, you can never be sure.
Hey guys, welcome to the show. This episode, I've got some clips of a game of Rush. That's right, Rush. That I played a couple of nights ago, or a few nights ago now. There's not a lot. There's really no tactics or anything here. Well, let's do a little bit here, just to do a high-level overview of the approach we took to win this game. The first base you can see here, we flanked on the right side, come up the creek, and pushed into the MCOM stations from this direction here. It seemed like, to me, the better way to go. I had a lot more success coming from this flank. And when we were defending, we had a pretty good defensive stance and posting up and protecting this flank. It really shuts them down, it seems to, if you block off this side or shut it down to let them through. And I don't know where all those guys came from, because when I walked up in there, it was clear. And then all of a sudden, like 3 or 4 enemies was just like right there with a big, hey, how are you? That's the way it goes sometimes. No big deal. Let's see, on second base, well, I'll hit that when we get there. We'll talk about a few things I want to go over before we get there. It's going to be too long now, I don't think. But one of the things I want to talk about was just Rush in general and after the patch. Now, most of you guys probably either know or noticed that I don't play much Rush. And the reason that I don't, I enjoy it, but a couple of months after the game came out and the crate bashing got to be so proficient as it was for a long time, for me that took all the fun out of Rush. I enjoyed it. Like I said, I had fun with it, but that just killed me, man. And it wasn't a factor of not being able to defend against it or what. It was a buzzkill for me even when my own team was doing it. I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it. And I just went on to something else. I went and played Conquest, and I had a good time with Conquest. But now that the patch is out, and they have addressed the issue, good times again are to be had in Rush, I think, because the crate bashing was successfully addressed, and I think they've put a pretty good end to it for the most part. And you still want to see a little bit. In fact, as you can see, we was playing the other night, and there were some guys trying to crate bash on our team, and we had hooked up with Stone and Jay on the D crew and played a few rounds, and I got tickled because Jay was actually making the guy commit suicide. It was funny, but some of these guys apparently aren't aware that the patch was out to address that issue yet, because you're still going to run into them for a little while, I think, giving it their best to try and bash. I can just imagine them sitting on the other end scratching their head. Why ain't this working? I don't understand. Why ain't it working? But I digress. But yeah, like I said, I can seriously see myself playing some more Rush now that that's been addressed and everything looks good with the crate bashing scene. I feel a lot better about it, and I seem to be having fun with it once again. So, thumbs up for DICE. On the flip side of that coin, it took them long enough, but it is here, so no use bitching about it now. Just enjoy it, right? The main thing I wanted to kind of talk with you guys about was just Rush in general. I've had some requests and comments and messages from some guys that want to see me do some Rush. But, I've thought about it, and to bring you Rush in the style that I do videos is going to end up being a pretty big show, I guess. It's going to kind of be like that Battlefield Battle series that I done a while back, where there was a 2-part episode that was 15 minutes long. That seemed to go over well. You got a lot of views, a lot of guys liked it, and everyone seemed to enjoy it. So kind of what I wanted to bounce off you guys is if you would be up to something like that. Because if I do Rush, like I said, in the style that I approach my videos, it's going to be pretty sizable for each match. It'd probably be comparable to that, maybe even a little bit bigger. So I don't mind doing the big multi-part episodes, but it helps motivate me. if I got a sense that it's something that you guys as my audience are going to watch and have some fun with. You know, I want to make sure that if I put that much time into it, it's going to be something that the vast majority of folks that are hanging out here on the show with me are going to like. But, you know, I think it is something we can have some fun with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a comment. I've tried to debate on how to do this, but I think what I want to do is I want to put a comment in the comments section that'll say something to the extent of, sounds good, go for it, let's do this, make the Rush video, man. Make it. Maybe not verbatim right there, but it'll be posted by me with a go ahead to make the Rush video. If you have an interest in it, give that comment a thumbs up. If there's sufficient interest, like I said, I'll be happy to do it. I would like to do it. But if my time would be better spent on more typical episodes, then, you know, that's fine too. So let's just do that. I keep thinking about this and I want to change my mind 10 times trying to figure out how to do this. So I just want to get you guys more involved in some of the things that are going on. And I think that's a good way to do it, especially when I'm approaching something that's a pretty sizable project that if I do, I hope that, you know, a lot of you guys are going to enjoy. So look for the comment, give it a thumbs up if you're interested in that particular idea. Thanks, guys. Later.
Ready, been told. We're all just gamers.